2 of the top student credit cards for 2025. One choice that could make your wallet happier. Which one really delivers? On the left, the Capital One Quicksilver Student. Simple flat rate rewards for students. And on the right, Discover It Student Cash Back. Rotating categories, double cash back first year. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, before we get started comparing these two, let's lay it all out. Here's our mind map. We're going to break it down by cashback earning, welcome or intro bonus, fees, student-friendly features, intro APR offers, overall ease of use, and of course, security and customer service. We're making sure we cover everything that actually matters for students. Let's kick things off with how these cards stack up for cash back. Like, literally, how much can you earn just doing you? So, with the Capital One Quicksilver Student, it's all about simplicity. You get unlimited 1.5% back on all purchases, which is, honestly, super straightforward. There is a little cherry on top, though. You snag 5% back on travel booked through Capital One Travel. But if you're hoping for those big bonus categories, you don't really get those here except that travel perk. Now, Discover It Student Cashback is kind of where it gets interesting. Discover goes hard with 5% back in rotating categories, and that's up to $1,500 a quarter. But heads up, you got to activate those categories every time they change. Everything else is 1% back. Not mind-blowing, but not bad. The catch? You need to keep track and activate the bonus each quarter, so it's not set it and forget it friendly. But when those bonus categories line up with your big spending, Discover can actually win you more. Winner here? Discover It Student Cash Back, especially if you're the type to maximize those rotating perks. Now, let's talk welcome bonuses, because who doesn't want a little cash just for signing up? Capital One Quicksilver Student sets the bar at $50 after you spend $100 in the first 3 months. Pretty easy to snag, but yeah, it's not exactly going to pay for your textbooks. Now, Discover's intro offer is honestly wild. They'll match all the cash back you earn in your first year. So if you earn $200, you actually get $400 at the end of your first year. It's unlimited, which is kind of nuts, but you do have to wait until year's end to get paid. Still, if you rack up rewards, that match can go way beyond Capital One's upfront bonus. Discover totally takes this round for intro perks. All right, fees. This is usually where credit cards get you, right? But both Capital One Quicksilver Student and Discover It Student Cashback go easy here. No annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, which is honestly clutch if you're studying abroad or just want to shop online. So yeah, that's a tie. Super student friendly. Oh, and here's something cool I found while researching this. Did you know Discover was actually the company that pioneered cashback rewards for credit cards way back in 1986? Yeah. They basically started the whole party. On to student-friendly features. Let's see who's actually looking out for you. Capital One Quicksilver Student gives you credit tracking tools, and you don't need a security deposit, which is nice if you're just building credit. But Discover's got a couple cool extras up their sleeve. If you mess up and pay late, the first fee is waived, and you get free FICO score tracking. So, bit of a safety net plus. Keeping tabs on your credit is a huge win while you're starting out. Honestly, Discover's package feels a little more forgiving for students. I'd hand this category to Discover again. All right, now, here's something students really want to know. Those intro APR offers. So if you're thinking, maybe I won't pay off my balance right away, Capital One Quicksilver Student is a bit of a bummer. No intro APR at all. The APR is pretty high from day one, so not ideal if you ever need breathing room. Discover, on the other hand, does give you a 0% intro APR for 6 months on purchases. True, it's just half a year, but it's a safety cushion if you're worried about payments early on. This round's a win for Discover again. Ease of use. Honestly, I love this category because nobody wants to jump through hoops just to earn cash back. Capital One Quicksilver Student nails it for simplicity. You just swipe and earn. No monthly or quarterly activation needed. It's just flat rate, done, forget about it. With Discover, you got to remember to activate those bonus categories every quarter to get the max rewards. So if you're not organized, you could leave money on the table. For sheer low-maintenance ease, Capital One Quicksilver Student takes this. Winner right here. Last up, How do these cards stack for security and customer service? And here's the good news. They both do really well. Capital One gives you card lock, fraud alerts, and $0 fraud liability. Discover matches with US-based customer service, which is honestly kind of awesome if you hate waiting on hold, and also $0 fraud liability. At the end of the day, they both cover the same bases here, so I'm calling this one a tie. Quick look at the score radar for both cards, and yeah, you can see it. Discover lags a little for ease of use, but absolutely dominates on earning potential and those student perks. Capital One shines for simplicity, but some categories just don't keep up. So what's my takeaway here? If you're up for keeping track of rotating categories, and you want the chance at higher rewards, especially with that double cash back in the first year, Discover It Student Cashback is pretty unbeatable for students. But if you want something you can set up and just forget about, with consistent rewards and literally no activation required, that's where Capital One Quicksilver Student is the winner for hassle-free rewards. Honestly, both are solid, but Discover edges out for total reward potential if you're on top of things. Love this breakdown? Want even more student card matchups and tips? Hit bookmark and stay tuned for all the newest updates, comparisons, and real talk on how to make credit cards work for you in 2025.